So I was recently in South Africa and Zimbabwe, and I shared the story with my email list, but I haven't shared it broadly yet. So this is my first time sharing it. And it's about alignment and it's about force. So it's force versus flow. When we are forcing, we are not in alignment. When we are in flow, things naturally unfold. We are in alignment. We allow, we receive. It's a nice little ebb and flow. So, this is a story about me forcing, trying to force, because I actually didn't get them, trying to force concert tickets. I didn't actually get the concert tickets because I was scammed. And I knew I was going to be scammed, and I still continued with the process. That's the funny part here. So I go back to South Africa, and I'm a huge house music fan. Love South African house, love African house, Mapiano, Afrobeat, Afrotech, all that stuff. And there is a very popular promotion company, record company, who throws like all day concerts and festivals. And one happened to be taking place the weekend that I was there, maybe 10 minutes from the hotel I was staying at. And I said, oh my gosh, this is fate, I have to be there. Because it's all the favorite DJs that I listen to on YouTube. And it would be really cool to see them in person. So I see that this concert is happening. I get on social media and I'm like, how do I get tickets? Turns out this event has been sold out for a month and a half. They explicitly said in their social media posts, this is the official vendor for tickets. If you are not receiving official tickets from this vendor, you are likely going to be scammed. And I was like, I'm magical. I can create an opportunity for me to get a ticket in 3 days and not get scammed. I got this. So I went to work. I get on the comments. I'm trying to see who's wheeling and dealing. I find a couple of people. I get in the chat. One person completely felt off, so I didn't entertain that. The second person, I was like, this feels pretty good. So type in, chat. We get to the point where we're trying to figure out payment information because I said I needed one ticket. They were like, cool, we've got multiple tickets. And for some reason, I kept getting these like weird prompts in PayPal that I've never seen before, but I was still determined to get this ticket. So we decided that since the transaction was not going through, we would try again the next day using some different information. I was like, okay, cool. So I slept on it. Everything was fine. So that next day, the person actually never, did they? No, they didn't. They didn't contact me until like later that evening. By that time, I had been in contact with another person who messaged me who had a better ticket price. And I said, I'm going to see what I can work out here. So we're going back and forth. I like the ticket price. We start, talking about how to make the payment. PayPal, again, giving me this weird message for like, show this, this piece of ID and this piece of information, whatever. And I'm like, this is so weird, but let me continue. Despite like these signs, like red flag, but me, in my force, I was like, no, I'm getting my ticket. So we're going back and forth with this third person. And finally, we decide that we're going to try something different. So after a couple of hours, we take a break, and then we get back at it later that evening. And finally, one of the transactions goes through. It was $20. So it wasn't like, thousands of dollars. It was $20. And I said, all right, here's the confirmation, sent a screenshot saying, the money was on the way. And they were like, oh, okay, let me start the transfer of transfer the name from me to you. So they had my email, they had the confirmation for the transaction. And then they say, oh, I bought bulk tickets, so it won't actually let me transfer just the single ticket. I have to transfer all of the tickets to you. That's going to be X dollars. And I was like, that's interesting. I only need the one ticket. So I told this person, I only need the one ticket. Like, I don't need 3 or 4 tickets. And they were like, yeah, but it's only letting me do blah, blah, blah. My intuition the whole time was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. This doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel good. Like my body, I felt some twinges in my body as well, saying don't do this. But I still was like, okay, fine. I really, really want to go to this concert, so we're going to go. It's only another $20. It's fine. So I figure out how to do the PayPal thing again, still getting the same little weird pop-up messages. I completely ignored those. And I go through PayPal, figure it out, and it finally works. It finally works. So $40 later, I send another, here's the confirmation, here's the whatever, go ahead and transfer the tickets. I never heard anything back from this person. And I was like, okay, so you just got scammed. Yeah, I totally got scammed. And I actually sat and laughed about it because I felt it happening. I felt it happening and I didn't stop it. Because I was so busy trying to force an outcome and not just let whatever wanted to happen, happen. So meanwhile, I find another event to go to, and it was free. 2 more DJs that I absolutely adore. It's much, much, much smaller venue. And I got really good video, amazing music. I got to talk to one of them. And I met some really cool people. And one of them, like, I consider to be a friend. And that was for free. I didn't have to pay for that. Obviously, like getting to the venue. But I had an amazing time. And it wasn't at the, all day festival, whatever. And then I ended up seeing video footage of the festival, and there were so many people there, like it was definitely sold out. It was so many people there that I don't think I would have had a good time because there were so many people there. So I lost the $40. I felt it happening. And I'm okay with that because I felt it happening. I felt the discomfort. I felt the misalignment. And I realized I was trying to create from force, not from flow. And when we do this, things like this happen. So if you've ever tried to create from force and not from flow, you kind of understand what I'm talking about. And I have several examples of things like this where I will be sharing my kind of examples, but also what I've been doing with these examples over the last few years in the Art of Alignment. So the Art of Alignment is a 6-week course that is geared towards helping you create the most joyful, peaceful, flowy life that you can, discovering yourself and being able to live your best life as that self in the process. It's a 6-week journey where we cover alignment and then multiple aspects of alignment, whereby we discuss belief systems and emotions and our relationship with our body and our environment and a couple of other things that we deep dive into to really explore how these things are impacting our lives and our ability to have the life and feel the life that we actually desire. So we're going to be doing energy clearing and sound healing and, meditations and guided hypnosis. There's like all sorts of things jam-packed into this 6-week journey. And I would love it if you joined me because I'm going to be sharing more examples. I'm going to ask you to share some examples, and we're going to create some magic and some transformation in the process. So, course details are on my website. I will include them in the comments, and they're also in my bio. We're starting pretty soon here. So if you know you need more flow, if you know you need more alignment, if you know you're tired of being stressed, you know you're just not getting the results that you know you can get, you're just feeling stuck, this is going to be a good journey for you. I absolutely guarantee this is going to be a good journey for you. And with a couple of little mindset shifts of choosing alignment versus choosing force, there are so many things that can open up. So I invite you to check out the course details, send me a message if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the class.